right, it's Wednesday, March the 13th. I have 1 week until I start my thru-hike next Wednesday on the 20th. And I'm back up at Amicailola Falls doing another hike up to Springer and back. And right here is the lodge. I'm at the parking lot right now, fixing to head down the trail. Supposed to be pretty hot today. I think it's supposed to get into the 70s. We'll see. It's kind of overcast right now, and I don't know, it might be in the 40s. A little chilly, but probably in about 10 or 15 minutes I'll be warmed up. All right, so we'll get down the trail. All right, I've been hiking maybe 2 miles maybe, and I've ran into, I don't know, about 4 or 5 thru-hikers already. Usually I don't see them until I start on the way back, but I've done past like 3 or 4 of them. So a lot of people out here. One thing, if you watch last week's or last, I think it was number 2 pre-hike video, the quality of the video wasn't that great. I uploaded it with my tablet that I was going to take, but that thing just does not handle HD video. You know, it's supposed to be 1080, but it kind of looks like 480. So I'm not going to take the Samsung tablet that I thought I was going to take. This video here should look better, and if it does, then I'll take whatever, you know, the way this looks. So I don't want to put out bad videos. The videos are primary for me and my family, but I don't want to put bad looking videos up that, you know, I don't want to look at, and I know you probably don't want to look at. So I'm gonna make some changes to the way I upload the videos, and I'll probably talk about that later once I get everything situated out. But I'm not taking the tablet. That just doesn't work. All right, we'll just keep going. Later. All right, I've come probably about, I don't know, 4.5 miles maybe, and I wanted to check out my microphone on my GoPro because the wind is howling, and wanted to see how clear the sound is. But I just started a little climb here. Sun's trying to come out. Came up that way, the road down there. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm gonna walk a little bit, test my microphone out. So the other thing that I've changed as far as my gear is concerned is that I was going to take my frog togs as my wet gear or rain gear, and the problem with frog togs or any rain gear that is that once it stops raining, you have to stop and take that stuff off, because you'll burn up if you don't. So it's a constant taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on. So last year, before I started the trail, I bought a Snug Pack Enhanced Patrol Poncho, and that's SNUGPAK, Enhanced Patrol Poncho. And when I got it, that thing weighs at least 3 times as much as my Frog Togs. So I decided not to take them. And on my practice hikes around town in the parks, it was raining one day and I wore my Frog Togs, and I basically burned up in those things. So the next day it was raining also. I decided to take my poncho, and I'm telling you, that thing is great. You know, it gives you enough airflow through the bottom of it that you don't burn up so much in it. So I decided to take that poncho on my through hike and ditch the Frog Togs. Because when it stops raining, virtually all I have to do is take the head cover off, just throw it back, and keep on going, and wait for the next rain shower to come. I hate to take the weight, but it's worth it. So that should be enough of a trial for my microphone. Might want to comment if you're watching this, if you have any problem with the sound of the wind. I don't think you will. I've gotten to the top of this little hill here. And it looks like I'm going up another one. So we'll check you out later. Well, I made it up to Springer Mountain, and there's nobody here. I did pass a couple of through hikers on the climb up here, so they should be right behind me in a couple of minutes. That's the view. I think it's gotten colder since this morning. It's supposed to warm up into the 70s, but it don't look like it. And that's the plaque. And the other plaque right there. Man, it's cold. All right, later. All right, I'm probably about, I don't know, 2.5 miles from Springer on my way back. And there, right there is a thru hiker. I don't know if you can see him. I just passed him. before I had mentioned that I changed my frog togs to a poncho, and I forgot that right before I did that, I had ordered a Z-Packs rain skirt to replace my frog tog pants to give me a little extra breathability. But now that I'm going to use the poncho, I don't need the skirt because the poncho comes down basically where the skirt would have came. So I am going to ditch my Thermarest pad that I have to use the rain skirt instead. So I get rid of that big bulky pad. I'll probably regret it later on, but I'll just use the rain skirt as my sitting pad and my foot pad. So that'll save me some big bulk, I guess. All right, down the road. So I'm about 3 miles, I guess, from the finish, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. Y'all have seen the finish, so I don't need to show you that again. So my next video will be from day 1 of me on the trail. I start Wednesday, so I don't know when I'll get that video up. It all depends on Wi-Fi. So I guess that'll do it. Look at that fallen tree there. So I guess we will see you next time on the trail. Later.